Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. Yeah, it's late. Did you expect anything else when you come to my channel? You know I'm a night owl, and Saturday night is no exception. When you are disabled and don't work a regular job, you don't have a set schedule. You just do what the heck you want when you want. Mostly anyway. The Big Brigade is sleeping on the bed. He bravely braved me filming him for a whole 24 seconds a minute ago, and he needed a nap immediately afterwards. If only that's all I had to do all day was eat, sleep, and go outside and do my business. If that was my only ambition in life, I'd be in good shape, wouldn't I? Anyway, that's what he's doing. He's over there, one eye looking at me, but he did not change positions. Oh, sorry, my allergies are acting up. I'm trying to finish this here blanket. I figured I'd do a little crochet and chat with y'all. I'm on the last row that I'm gonna do with this gold color, and then I got this here ball of I Love This Yarn in the Hobby Lobby brand I Love This Yarn in black that I'm going to be adding as the last the last of this here blanket, because it's big and it's heavy, but I'm enjoying the process, I guess, this being my last row of the gold color, and then I'll have to record a clip of what it looks like done and show that to y'all. But I figured I would just work on it while I talk to y'all, and hopefully everybody's having a good weekend so far. It's just kind of been quiet around here mostly, except for Will told me that one of the neighbors across the road and down a couple of houses was having himself a little hissy fit last night. He stormed out. Will was on his way out to go spend time with friends, and he saw the dude storming out with a little plastic bag and spewing profanities at whoever was in the house and wishing them all kinds of harm. And then he said, and then I saw him come back today with the same plastic bag and the same clothes on, and walk back in the house spewing profanity some more. I told Will, I said, if that was me and somebody had left my house in that kind of frame of mind and treatment of me, I would have changed the locks while he was gone. He wouldn't have been able to walk back in my house. No. That's a no. That's a hard pass. You don't get to talk to me all kind of ways and then walk right back in my house. No. Not the things that Will said he was saying anyway. That was uncalled for. I don't know what they supposedly did to him, but it couldn't have been too bad since he came back the very next day. So I don't know. But that was something else. Now I'm playing around with the intros to my videos. If you saw an intro before you got to me talking, then you know I was successful. I'm just playing around with it. I'm not going to put any music in the intro because I don't need anybody going and reporting me as a copyright infringement later on, because people like to get vengeful and petty and go report people's channels for music that they've had for months or even years as part of their intro in hopes that they might get demonetized. And situations like that. I'm not going to say anything specific, but someone that I consider to be a very petty person did a very petty thing to someone that I care about, and no proof that this is who did it, but anyway, that's why you won't see music in my videos, because I'm not giving anybody an excuse to copyright infringe report me. Because I don't, nope, no music in my videos. Nothing's worth that. It's not worth making cutesy, intros and outros. I've been at this almost be 3 years next month. And I think still to this day I only got maybe one video that's got any music on it, and that's the memorial video I did for Axel in April or March, or I don't remember when it was, the tail end of April, I guess, when I lost him. But because I'm not going to give anybody any kind of excuse to try to get me demonetized, or any of my material is demonetized, because I got something like 1,300 videos, and that's a lot of videos to lose monetization on. And some folks that are new to my channel, welcome newbies, I love you so much, I appreciate you coming over. Might want to go back and look at those old videos, you know, and I'd like very much if they would watch the commercials on those old videos, because when you watch the commercials for your favorite YouTuber, they get a little, that adds to their income, you know, that those ads add to our income. It doesn't cost you anything but about 30 to 90 seconds of your time to watch those ads, you know. I'm not asking you to watch the 20-minute ad, just the short ones, you know. Go ahead and hit skip when it gets to be too long for you, you know. I understand it. I hit skip too. I watch the short ones, but the longer ones I skip through. Sometimes I have my hands busy with a project and I just let the ad run. But I've just been working on this today, because it's been, I don't guess the heat's been too bad, or else it wouldn't be as cool as it has been in my room. But we have trees all around our yard that help with the heat. I don't think my van's parked under that tree right now, because Will's in my spot in the driveway, and I'm parked on the grass in front of the house. I was supposed to go meet a lady to buy some scrap yarn for me today, but she got called to go do something else after work, and so she's said to meet tomorrow. So I hope so. Nice little bit of pocket change and free up some space. I had really meant to get that rolling desk chair in here today and pull this chair out and do some, you know, cleaning and bagging of the yarn into plastic bags and organizing, and there's an app on my phone where I can actually take pictures and inventory my yarn, so that I know when I'm out and about looking at yarn, so that I know exactly what I have. I forget, the app used to be called Yarn Stash, but I think they changed the name of it. But I still have it, and you can go in there and it'll let you take a picture of the skein and then put in there the specs and the weight of the yarn, how many yards, what brand is it, what color is it, and all that good stuff. And then how many of it do you have? That way, when you're thinking or planning a project, you don't have to go digging around in your cubes or digging around in your totes. You can just pull up, set it out, and then you know. The only drawback to going through and inventorying all my yarn is the fact that I have a revolving stash, you know. As far as, you know, I gift yarn to people, and then people gift yarn to me, and then I buy yarn, of course, and, you know, then I use it for projects, and I may forget to go delete it from the inventory, and I'll think I still have that. Oh boy, something along that, but I'll figure it out. I have it a couple of times, went through my stash and inventoried it a couple of times, and then I'd go off the rails again and forget I had the app, and just completely stop keeping track of it. But I just it's a nice excuse to play with your yarn, to inventory. It's just something, it's busy work, you know. It's just busy work to keep you busy and get you to, and a great excuse to go playing in your yarn and all the colors and textures and to play with it. You know, you can play with your yarn under the guise of organizing and inventorying, and no one thinks you're crazy. Oh, she's just organizing and cleaning. No, I am playing with my yarn. This is how I play with my yarn. I pretend to be organizing and inventorying, so that the not crazy people don't think I'm crazy and put me in the crazy house. Oh, I'm just funning y'all. I actually do enjoy organizing it and, you know, keeping track of it. It's just something I enjoy doing. I'm a weirdo like that. That's why Joanne's disorganization and jumbled shelves and stuff really it grinded my gears yesterday when Kayla and I were at the store, and it makes it hard to want to shop at a store when it's so disorganized and disheveled, you know. I like organized shelves, and you know, it's easier to find stuff. And then we kept having to use the app to scan for the prices of things, because you couldn't depend on where the price tags were on the shelf. I have the same issue when I go to Walmart and look at stuff. I end up pulling up their app. This is a big old blanket, just to let y'all know. When I go to Walmart, I do the same thing. I pull up the app, and if I'm not sure about if that is the correct price for whatever I'm looking at, I'll just pull up the app and hit the little barcode at the top search bar and scan it with my phone and find out what the correct price is. Because you can't expect to go chase down an employee every time you have a price check. You know, now sometimes some of them have kiosk, you know, those little things on the wall or a pole that you can run the barcode under, and it'll tell you what it is. But they don't half work sometimes, like the one in Joanne's yesterday. When Kayla tried to do that, it didn't work. So we had to get that lady to scan it, and then she told us it was only $1 and something off of it, and they considered it clearance. I'm like, no, that's not clearance. That's on sale, maybe, but it's not clearance. That's not our version of clearance, I'll put it that way. Joanne's need to get with the program and learn what clearance really means. Clearance means $2 of a $5 item. It does not mean, you know, $3.37 or whatever it was. For shame, for shame. And they way more expensive on Red Heart than Walmart is anyway. Like those jumbo skeins that are like 482 yards, you pay like $9.99 for them at Joanne's regular price. You go over to Walmart, $7.48. $7.48. Now, unfortunately, Walmart does not offer coupons on yarn, but at least you can pretty much count on that $7.48 being the regular price of a Red Heart jumbo yarn. Now, I know their regular Super Saver, you know, was it 336 yards or 200 and something yards? I forget. I don't have one around here close by. But the little smaller skeins are 3 something. But I don't remember the exact price of them, and I'm using my phone to record this, so. But y'all can look it up. But Walmart doesn't hardly ever put yarn on sale. They might put it on a rollback or something. And I did notice when I was in there yesterday, I guess, that they had moved that Granny Square yarn to the yarn aisle. It had been being on an end cap a couple of rows down from where the little half of the yarn aisle is. And I kid you not, it's half of the aisle. and every Walmart around here is the same. It's half of an aisle. Now they do also have Walmart, our local Walmart does, and probably all Walmarts in the U.S. probably have the same price, and they have Premier Puzzle yarn for $5 something, just under $6. But if you go to anywhere online to get Premier Puzzle yarn, you're going to pay $7 to $9 a skein. So that you know, 5 something is not bad. And that's one of my favorite yarns is puzzle yarn. It's so squishy, and the color changes in it. It's so pretty, just so pretty, and it washes up so good. So yeah, I really like puzzle. And I have it in a few colors. I got some back here that I managed to cobble together 8 skeins of one color. I forget, it's a turquoisey color. And I'm gonna make me a blanket, another blanket. I know how many blankets do I need? I don't know. I don't know. But I really want a blanket out of that particular yarn. So, you know what they say, variety is the spice of life. So if you can make pretty blankets to spice your life up with variety, then why not, right? You know, have one blanket one week, another blanket another week when it's cold. I don't know if this will be a summer blanket or a winter blanket. This might be my summer blanket, and then the corner to corner be my winter blanket, because it'll be more, it won't have as many, you know, holes like this. But I know. Now I'm going to have this one done probably tonight. I'm going to go around it with that black. I think I'll probably just do a half double around it. I thought about doing a single crochet around it, but I think I'm a half double kind of girl when it comes to finishing things up. It really depends on what it is. On garments, it's like wearables. It's kind of a toss up which one I'll go with. If it'll end up being a half double or a single crochet to finish something up. But I'm thinking this big a blanket, and I have the ball down there in a box by my feet, if y'all are wondering. I bought a big old fancy one of them fancy things from Michael's to hold my yarn, and then I end up using a little plastic box with a ball in it. I kid y'all not. Hold on. Of all the things I could be using as a yarn holder, that's what I use. And if I'm not using that, I'm using this. But that's got Eva's cardigan in it. I've been bouncing between these two this weekend. For a little while I'll work on this one, and then a little while I'll work on that one. So when I get done with this one, I'm going to go whole hog on that one until I get it done. I'll probably have to go ahead and cake up those other hanks of that yarn for her cardigan, because this blanket I plan on finishing tonight, and then I can devote more time to her cardigan. Well, her birthday's coming up next month, and I just want to have it done. I gotta I have to go to Walmart and find some stuff to hand wash that before I give it to her, because it's 100% superwash merino, so you can't put that. I'm not, well, it's probably machine washable, but I'm hand washing that one because it's my first experience with that type of yarn, and I just don't want to take no chances in putting that in the washer. So I'm just gonna get some Woolite or something. I'll look at Walmart and see what they have. I may have to order something from Amazon. I know that Amazon sells this stuff called soak, but I don't know if they sell that at Walmart or not. But I'll get something. Y'all, won't y'all sound off in the comments and tell me if y'all have fancy yarn crocheted wearables, and what do y'all wash them with? When you hand wash, what do y'all use to hand wash them with? so that I can, you know, kind of get a consensus as to what people use, what would be recommended with an item made with Malabrigo, which is what I'm using with hers. And I have enough Malabrigo worsted in that Bobby blue color to make myself something. So that's, you know, that'll be something I do maybe for myself for my birthday in October. I'll probably start on that after I finish hers. But I got a month to finish hers, and I'd like to get it done and maybe one other thing done for her. I don't want that to be her only gift. I'm an overgiver. Go big or go home, right? Yes, indeed. Go big or go home. When the people are that closest to you, you know. When folks mean so much to you, you just want to give them the world. Or whatever is, you know, within your power to do. And I can't do a lot of fancy money-wise stuff like I'd love to. So I just make things that might be considered fancy. So that's the fanciest yarn I own, is that Malabrigo that I was gifted. And I did buy 5 hanks of it. I think it was either right before or right after that. I can't remember. Earlier this year. I know I bought 5 hanks of it myself from Little Knits, I believe. And then I was gifted a bunch shortly within that same time frame. Because what I bought wasn't going to be enough to really make what I wanted to make. I was going to have to buy some more before I could make anything. And then I got that Happy Meal that had me dancing in the middle of the dining room. I started jumping up and down. I opened that package and I started jumping up and down. And I said, Malabrigo. And Johnny looked at me and he said, "Is that good?" I said, "It was my bucket list yarn." And I just had no idea. I just did not expect to receive such a generous gift. It just, you know, took my breath away. Because I priced that stuff. I know how much that stuff cost. I'm all the time looking for, you know, I have a compulsion to just look at stuff online. I'm all the time what I call window shopping. So I go to various websites, and that's one of the yarns that I like a lot. And so I will all the time go to Webs or Knit Picks or Fabulous Yarns or any of those that have it to just to see what they're going for. And I like the Malabrigo Rios and worsted, and Arroyo is what I'm using with hers. It's called Arroyo, yeah. It's a sport weight. So but I don't really want, you know, I haven't been looking at the Mecca and, you know, the other varieties because they're bulky, and anytime you get bulky you need more yardage a lot, you know. I just I guess I don't really seriously look at the bulky ones because of the lack of yardage for what they ask for them. You know, the price be so high for those, and you only get like 100 yards if you're lucky. You know, less if it's some of those, you know, it's usually less with the Mecca. And the Rasta it's you don't even get 100 yards, I don't think. So I'm like, why would I go for the bulky yarn? I'd rather go for the sport weight or the DK, because at least you get more yardage there, you know. But if I bought as much as I shopped, I'd be homeless. Oh, no, I just window shop mainly. I just like to look. I just love to look at it. I don't know. It's fun to look. It keeps, for some reason, my mind is just always got to stay engaged. I just, my hands can take a break, you know. I can just sit there and, you know, not crochet for a little while. But I always got to have something keeping my interest. Like I might be watching a video on my TV and then turn around, I'm looking up stuff on Instagram or looking at yarn, and I'll have to be playing a video at the same time. It just, I'm a born multitasker, and it's hard to shut that off. And so I'll be doing 2 or 3 things. Now I am able to just stop and focus on one thing, but not a lot. And I do tend to put my phone on vibrate if I'm wanting to focus on one particular thing and not be bothered by outside things. And for some reason, I'm just really thirsty tonight. And this is good old strawberry water in my Yeti cup. You see the Yeti right there? I really like that cobalt blue color. I know that's not the color that was, I bought that cup a couple of years ago from Yeti's website. I bought it straight from them. I didn't buy it at a store or anything, because I wanted, you know, I wanted a particular color. I wanted that color, and it was supposed to be a limited edition color. I forget what it was though, ocean or something like that. But it was a $42 cup. But you can bet that I don't leave it anywhere. I take care of it. I don't drink out of any other cups, except for the one I drink coffee out of. When I have coffee, I have another little tumbler that was gifted to me that I drink my coffee out of. And I have tea cups, especially for my herbal tea. But it's been too hot for tea and coffee. I don't typically drink warm drinks when it's hot outside. I'm funny like that. I know a lot of people can drink hot coffee when, you know, and they can drink hot coffee year round. I'm just not one of those people. I have to really need the jolt of caffeine to have coffee when it's hot outside. But Diet Mountain Dew usually is the right amount of caffeine for me. So I try not to have it after any sort of caffeine after like 3 o'clock, because if I do, then it might be 4 or 5 in the morning before I can go to sleep. My caffeine tolerance is changed since the weight loss surgery and everything. My level of caffeine tolerance has changed. Used to, it take a whole lot to keep me up. Now it doesn't. It's really weird. My energy level's different. My tolerance for caffeine is different, or need for it, I guess you could say. I needed large, copious amounts of caffeine to function before, when I had all the weight on me. I needed all that caffeine to function, because I was constantly tired, because I was lugging around all the extra weight, so I was constantly tired. And so yes, I would drink a couple of Diet Mountain Dews a day, or well, regular Mountain Dew before I went to diet, just to get through, you know. I had actually gotten down to just drinking 2 cans of Mountain Dew a day, and so that was a cutback. I used to drink way more, but the last couple of years, I, you know, slowly but surely, curbed that down to just a couple, because I was trying to get better with my eating and trying to get better with this intake of sugar and stuff. And so it was a systematic change for me. that's why I've been able to stick with things like I have, and accomplish the weight loss that I really needed to, because my way of eating and everything, I did gradually. I didn't just all of a sudden, just jump into a particular diet. I gradually, started trimming things down in my diet and eating a particular way. And so last July when I went to see Dr. Barnes and he gave me that diet, it really wasn't that huge of a big deal for me to switch and give up those things, because I had already been working toward that anyway, my own. So I had already, cut a lot of stuff out of my diet before he even told me what he wanted me to cut out. So it wasn't that big a deal, to me anyway. I know a lot of people struggle with giving up what they're used to eating their whole life, and it's really a big adjustment to go from eating, fully fatty foods and a lot of fried foods and a lot of potatoes and a lot of bread, a lot of sugary things, your sweet tea and your full-on sodas, and your cakes and cookies and things that you really feel make you happy to eat those things. You have to really ask yourself, do you live to eat, or do you eat to live? Once I made that distinction, the rest was easy. I eat to live. I don't live to eat. I used to live to eat, but no longer. So once I made that distinction for myself, it's been a lot easier. Do I enjoy certain foods more than others? Of course I do. That Chinese food that John and I went and ate the other day, that's some of my favorite stuff. I still limited myself on how much I ate of it. I didn't gorge myself. I ate a limited amount of it. And sushi's not unhealthy for you, so, or at least it hadn't been told to me that it's unhealthy. And I stuck with stuff that was, mostly baked or boiled. The only thing fried I had was those little crab rangoon things with the cream cheese in them that I absolutely love. I stayed away from the fried rice because me and fried rice don't get along anymore. It doesn't like me. Feels like a lead weight in my stomach when I eat it. Now regular rice, not so much. I mean, just regular fluffy, steamed rice, not a problem. But they fry it up. Nope, my stomach don't like that. And I can eat a little fried chicken, but not a lot. So I had it was like 3 or 4 pieces of chicken in that box that I bought yesterday, and I ate one piece when I got it, and then I went back in and ate another one about 2 hours later, and then one more before I went to bed. And then that left me one, but did I get to eat that last piece? Nope. Will got it when he got in from wherever he was, and didn't realize that I was saving that one. That's okay. I'll get me some more another time. It must have not meant for me to have that one. That's okay. I ate the pasta salad that he didn't know was in the fridge. I told him, I said, "Ha, we're even." I don't eat a lot of pasta either. Not a lot. Johnny makes a really good spaghetti. And we use angel hair, and angel hair is on the list from the doctor of things that I can eat. They said I can have pasta in moderation, of course, but angel hair digests easier than some other pastas. So, and the pasta salad Johnny makes is with tiny little shells. So we get the pre-packed, pre-boxed pasta salad. We like the bacon ranch one. And sometimes he makes that as a side to his baked chicken. He'll either steam some vegetables, some frozen vegetables, with a seasoned mix of onions and bell peppers, or he'll make something like shells and cheese, or pasta salad, or mashed potatoes. but it keeps it pretty simple. It's very basic, but at least it's home cooking and it's not, you know, fast food. Home cooking is definitely much better for you than fast food. We don't eat out a lot, and when we do, it's usually something like the Chinese, or I do like Mexican. I like to go get a taco salad. Johnny likes enchiladas. We were going to a restaurant over in Bossier called Tamales, and we really like tamales. Johnny actually likes their salsa, chips and salsa best, but there's another one that's closer to us, just right around the corner. The prices are about the same, but the food is equal. It's fresh and delicious, just like it is with tamales, but it's much closer. I think it's called El Jimador Supremo. I think that's what it is, if I'm pronouncing it properly anyway, because it's a Spanish name. But their service was impeccable. The restaurant was decked out really nicely, and the food was, oh, delicious. But I agree with Johnny that the chips and salsa, well, the chips were really good at this at the new place. That the chips were really fresh and really good. But the salsa at Tamales is better. It's just different. It you know, it had a little bit of a different flavor. I think somebody stubbed their toe on the cilantro, because it had a heavy cilantro flavoring. When I say stub your toe, I mean that, you know, like when you go to, you know, season something and you might have stubbed your toe and over seasoned it. You stubbed your toe when you did it. You put too much in. I think that's what they did. I just figured, since I have a lot of folks from all over the world that watch, that I would explain that particular saying. Not everybody understands that. You stubbed your toe when you did that. Just like there's a saying, certain people say when something it tastes really good to them and it's home cooking. Oh, you put your foot in that one, did you? Oh, you put your foot in that one. That means it's really good. You must have, you know, you're so sweet, you're so wonderful that you must have put your foot in it to make it taste as wonderful as you are. That's what that means. So if you've ever heard anyone say that and you were scratching your head wondering what they meant, that's what they meant. You put your foot dead off in that, didn't you? I wonder how many people have heard somebody say that and go, what are they talking about? What do they mean you put your foot in it? Oh, goodness. And just like, well, certain people I've heard, I was watching a comedian on YouTube not too long ago, and she said she was talking about her experience moving to Nashville, and how she really quickly learned how the expression "bless your heart" is not always a good thing. It really depends on the context of how someone says "bless your heart," and she's 100% correct. Because sometimes we may say "bless your heart" in sarcasm, meaning better you than me. But of course, we still say "bless your heart" in sympathy as well. So it's all about context. It's really all about context. So, you know, if you could get that proper context, you'd be all right. But if you are not from the area and you don't know that person that's saying "bless your heart," you may get the wrong impression that they care when they don't. I don't know. It depends on the person. But of course, you know, and of course, you know, folks that are not from here or from the South in general, they think we all sound just alike. We do not. We do not all sound alike. Like if you listen to Miss Tracy Odom over on I Love Loopy Crochet and Treasures, if you listen to her, she's obviously from the Alabama, Georgia area, because her southern accent is very much a drawl, and she talks slower than I talk. So she's got a very deep drawl, and she's from the Alabama area. So you could tell that she's from that area. Georgia and Alabama people sound very similar. And only they can tell the difference between the two. Georgia and Alabama people sound the same to me. But I'm not from there, so I wouldn't be able to differentiate between the two. They sound the same to me. They sound very Southern Bellish. You know, like, you know, women that are true Southern Belles talk slower. They draw their words out. You know, oh, honey, how are you? That's a Southern Belle. I'm not a Southern Belle. I'm Southern. I'm country, but I'm not a Southern Belle by any stretch of the imagination. Southern Belles don't. They rely on other people to do certain things. They would never imagine being as self-sufficient as me or Eva or, you know, regular country girls, Southern women. Southern Belles are more dainty, more ladylike. I don't really consider myself terribly ladylike, but I've always been a tomboy, so. But I'm totally comfortable with that. Of course, this whole crochet thing is a ladylike pursuit and passion, but I don't think it makes me a lady. I'm still just me. Let me see how close I am. Oh, I'm getting there. There's where I am, right there. Oh, well, I hope y'all were able to get some good progress with your own project while you were listening to me ramble about this and that, and heard Theo shake and move from the bed to the floor, because that's his way of saying, I think I need to go, Mom. Is that what you're saying over there? He's looking right at me. He's laying over there on the floor next to my bed. He was on the bed napping, now he's on the floor. When he starts moving around, that means he probably needs to go out, or he wants food. He always wants food. He's a dog. They're food motivated, right? I'm trying to get to this other end so that I can tie off and then work on the black part, because I'm only going to do that one row. But I had just started this row when I started the video. So, and you see I only got to go to here. So I got all of this right there, and I'll be done. But I'm going to cut the video here so I can let him out. But I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming to visit with me. Please know that I love you, and so does Jesus. And of course, please adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter. Oh, excuse me, or the rescue. I don't know why I'm burping, but anyway. See y'all later.